Hey guys, welcome back to Granite Garden Cottage. Don't be alarmed that I am driving. I am fully committed to paying attention to my driving right now. I am just going to chat with you on my ride home because I had planned a whole video of building a raised garden bed in order to plant my garlic, but the footage got kind of messed up and I could try to salvage it, but the effort I'm gonna have to go into to do that, I'm not sure it's worth it. So the long story short is I had a video planned and it's not really working out. But I did just want to jump on here and do a quick combo with you guys about my plans for the upcoming winter season. So I'm not sure if you guys kind of have picked up on what I've been doing, but obviously we're stocking up on food. We bought the half of a steer from the local farm, and I have a huge Azure Standard order actually coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna be picking that up tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna do a video of the Azure Standard order, how much we spent and what we were able to get with our money, like kind of what the value is, I guess, at Azure Standard. And then I do want to do a video planting my garlic. I do plan to do a video planting my garlic. Gosh, I feel like every time I am on a video here with you guys, I'm talking about how I need to plant my garlic, and I just have really been procrastinating. Luckily, the weather has held out very nicely, so that has been in my favor, and it's made it a little bit less stressful that I haven't gotten the garlic in the ground quite yet, but that is coming in the next couple of days as well. So look out for those videos, Azure Standard and then garlic planting. And then I'm also going to do a pantry tour video. I'm going to show you my freezers, my fridge, my dry storage. I will go through everything that I have, and I'm going to do a pantry challenge. So I've never done a pantry challenge before. I've never really had the space to store food, and I've never really had the ability to purchase a lot of food in bulk the way I'm able to right now. So that's been a blessing, and because I'm able to do that and I'm able to save money by buying in bulk, I now want to benefit myself by not going to the grocery store quite as often. So my goal is to see how long we can go without going to the grocery store. I'm going to put it off as much as possible until we absolutely have to go. That said, I imagine what's going to break us first will probably be dairy. Like, obviously dairy has an expiration date, and once your dairy is eaten up or expired, you have to buy more. It's not really like I can buy 100 pounds of dairy and it's gonna just stay good the same way that like root vegetables will if they're stored properly, frozen meat and things like that. So you can't can dairy, or you're not supposed to can dairy. I know there are rebel canners who would completely disagree with me, but I have never canned it. I personally don't feel safe canning it. Maybe I will in the future, but for now, it's a no-go for me. So I think that dairy could be the thing that sort of makes us go to the grocery store before anything else. I will say that we're going to have to, I'm contradicting myself already, but I'm going to have to go to the grocery store one weekend in November. We are actually flying to North Carolina for a wedding, a family member's wedding, and we were able to book a hotel with a kitchenette, so that way we can buy some groceries and cook and have snacks handy for our 1-year-old while we're there. So obviously we're gonna have to go to the grocery store to do that, but that's sort of out of our control. That's not really, I don't really lump that extenuating circumstance in with our plan to avoid the grocery store while we're here at home. So I have a full month of meals already planned out, the full month of November and the first week in December. I have planned out all of our meals and my meal prep that I will prep and take to work. So I should be able to avoid the cafeteria at work. I should be able to avoid going out to eat since we have a meal plan for every night of the week. And that's going to make things a lot easier, just to have a plan and to know exactly what's for dinner. And my husband will know what to pull out for dinner that particular day and thaw. So I'm thinking that's going to make our lives a lot easier. We're not going to have that daily conversation that I'm sure so many of you probably have every day, because I know we do, but just that daily conversation of like, what's for dinner? I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? I'm not sure. We have this, we have that. What about this? I don't want that. You know, I think it's going to avoid all of that. And oh my God, that's going to be such a blessing to avoid that conversation every day for the full month. And, you know, assuming it goes well, I'm going to continue to try to plan all of our meals for the month, just to make our lives easier. There are some repeat meals like there would be anyway if I didn't have a plan. It's not like every single day of the month is a completely different, unique meal. There's definitely some repeats in there. But for the most part, I would say I don't have meals that repeat more than like 3 times in the 5 weeks that I filled out the plan. So I think that's pretty good. And we're kind of creatures of habit anyway. We tend to eat the same meals, so I don't think we're gonna mind that there's a few repeats in there throughout the month. I think every day is something a little bit different, and it'll keep things interesting and keep things convenient and easier for sure. So that's the plan for the pantry challenge. I feel very confident that we can get through the month of November, no problem. I don't think there's going to be any issues getting through November without going to a grocery store. I'm really interested to see if I can get through December as well. That would be superb if we could also get through all of December. If that means that I have to not eat as much dairy in the month of December, so be it. I'm kind of willing to do that. The milk that I buy, I'll be interested to see what the expiration date is on it, but usually it has a couple months expiration date, so I might be able to buy that milk at my last grocery shop November 1st, and then not buy more milk or not have that milk expire until like January. So if that's the case, then I absolutely can get through all of December without going to the grocery store to buy dairy. My husband, on the other hand, does not like milk in his coffee. He likes cream in his coffee, and the cream that I have right now expires December 14th, I think. So I'll be interested to see if he's able to push through the end of December so that we can get 2 full months in of not going to the grocery store apart from our trip to North Carolina for the wedding. So that is what's to come. I'm not sure how I'm going to film that for you guys, if I'm going to do just like a series of shorts for you guys, or if I'm just going to film like a quick blip of all of my dinners for the month of November, and then maybe all the meals for the month of December. I mean, you guys will be seeing the repeat meals in there, so I'm not sure how interesting it'll be to you, but it may at least shed some light on kind of what it looks like to eat out of our pantry and try to make use of what we have on hand. And if we do end up going to the store for anything, I want to make it a point to film that for you guys as well, so you can see how often we're going to the grocery store and what we're buying when we do go. So if my husband runs out of creamer and he's just like, no, I want to go get creamer, I'll just film that for you guys and say, this is, you know, we went to the store and this is what we got. So all of that, all of that long-winded conversation to say I have some upcoming videos. Keep your eye out for the Azure Standard order. I spent $600, and I would love for you guys to see what all we got, and also talk about some of the things at Azure Standard that are a fantastic deal, and some of the things at Azure Standard that I have found are not a great deal. Not everything on Azure Standard saves you money. You have to be careful and you have to cross-reference, but I'll get into that more in that video. And then the pantry tour. I'm excited to show you guys that. I have more food stored this year than I've ever had before. I did not grow the food this year. Spoiler alert. We didn't live on our property. This is our first few months living in our new home, and we lived in an apartment before this. So we did not have the ability to grow all of our produce, unfortunately. Hopefully next year we'll be able to make a big dent in that. But for this year, it's all food that I have purchased and put away. So I'm interested for you guys to see that as well. So stay tuned, more to come in the next few days, and I apologize for not getting a garden bed making video out sooner. I have plenty more garden beds to make, so the opportunity is ever present to just film myself building those garden beds. I've only built the one, and so like I said, I think I'm gonna have plenty of time to be filming additional garden bed build videos, so stay tuned for that as well. But for now, thank you for being on my ride home with me and listening to me ramble on, and I hope that you have a great day. If you are interested in watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel and please turn on the notifications so that you guys get a notification when I post something new, so you guys can stay in the know with what all I am doing over here at Granite Garden Cottage. So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!